So looking at the box, wow, this is a beautiful box. I think the packaging is a very premium packaging and it looks amazing. One thing I was incredibly surprised about was that they provided both an FR4 and a PC plate. Usually keyboards only provide one. One thing I find missing from this is a foam for the bottom of the keyboard.
Annyeong, it's Mikey here, and I've got a really amazing surprise for you guys today. And I want to thank Akko for sending me out their Mod007 V3 Via kit, the Matcha Green Pro switches, and the Mochi and Dango keycap set. So they sent me out a full build that I can do for you guys today. And of course I'm going to do an unboxing, build, and review of this whole set. So if you guys will like, subscribe, make sure to comment below what you guys think of the video. And I thank you guys so much for subscribing. You know, as you can see below, over 90% hasn't subscribed yet. So please make sure to like, subscribe. And yeah, let's see what this whole keyboard is going to come out to be.
So now that we've done the unboxing, let's do a quick build. So one thing to note, when you're actually plugging in the keyboard itself to the board, the case itself, make sure that you're using the cable in the right way. There's going to be a sticker there saying which one's the right side up. It's very important or you're going to bend the pins. So this is Akko's proprietary double shot plate mount stabilizer. They are made out of a palm housing and a palm and TPU stem to minimize rattle and pings. So it's going to be interesting because I know that I had a lot of stabilizer issues before with many different keyboards. So the first thing we're going to do before we put everything together is of course lube the stabilizers and the connectors all together so that it's going to be a much better stabilizer sound. So if you're going to be doing your build with the FR4 plate, make sure you use all the parts from the keyboard. They're going to be providing screws that should be putting the PCB and the plate together and keeping it all stable. I personally love using FR4 plates, but I'll be doing a sound test with both the PC plate and FR4. It's amazing that Akko is providing both types of plates for you, which is really nice because like you get different types of sounds from both. So it's really nice the fact that this gasket mode has socks for the plate, and because of it, there's going to be less resonation from the board itself hitting with the case, and there's even cutouts that is made on the case so that it fits perfectly. I think that's a really good benefit on this keyboard. So if you notice on the part where there's a knob, there's actually that little square that's going to be on the bottom of the PCB. It actually is a little bit of a lift, so your right side is actually very stable where the knob is if you don't add any foam on the bottom, and then the left is actually going to have a lot more flex. So Akko provided me the Matcha Pro switches and also the Mochi Dango keycaps. So all together with the white case, it looks beautiful. One thing though is there is a lot of flex, so if you do like a keyboard with a lot of flex, this is great, but there is no foam on the bottom. So this is just my personal thought. I don't like keyboards with a lot of flex, and I feel like the sound is a little bit hollow. So I'm going to make a little bit of modifications here. I'm going to be adding some foam to the bottom of the plate and also do a tape mod. Hopefully this fixes everything. What I'm adding to the bottom is a small amount of foam from the actual keycaps box. I'm doing that just because the sound dampening from the car, sound dampening foam, it gets a bit sticky and it could get stuck onto the keyboard case itself. I don't really want that to happen because I want it to be clean on the bottom. So I'm just adding that as a layer just to put it on top of that. So the foam I'm using is actually a car sound dampener that you can buy on Amazon for like 20 bucks for a box. I found that these are really great in terms of additions to the keyboard, and even if you're trying to modify your spacebar, you can cut it, and it has those little slots where you can actually cut it nicely. We'll have to do a sound test, of course, to see the difference between, you know, the stock and the modded. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. Now here I'm gonna add some tape onto the PCB itself. That also helps to reduce a lot of the sound that's gonna be resonating from the PCB and the keyboard.
What do you guys think of the full build of the full Akko Mod007 V3 Via with the Mochi Dango keycaps? I think the back of this keyboard looks beautiful. This is the brass plate, and then it has the outlining on the sides. It's amazing. Now, during the whole thing, as I said, the whole bottom of the keyboard does not have a foam, so the bottom is quite hollow. When you do build it, it's going to have a bit of a hollow sound. I think that's a bit of an unfortunate thing. I think the next keyboard that Akko does, I would probably suggest that they put in a foam and add it to the bottom. If they do that, this is a really great keyboard. For the price that you're paying, this is going to be about $100 USD, and then you're going to have to buy keycaps, which you can probably get for anywhere between $30 to $50, and then the switches, which Akko really provides budget switches. Like you're looking at $20 for a full set. So that's the only downside I find. Like I think the biggest thing was the fact that there was no foam on the bottom. When I tried this playing video games, I found that it was really good. The reaction times that I was able to get, and you know, it was actually not bad. Like compared to my other keyboard, like this one right here, the Zoom 75. This one was actually really nice to use, and the profile of it, because if you look at down this way, yeah, I mean it's not too high. My Zoom is like really thick. This one is actually in a good angle, so that if you didn't want to use a wrist rest, this is fine. If you do have a wrist rest, of course it's going to be a little bit more comfortable for myself personally. Again, that's a personal preference. But yeah, I think the sound of it too. Like, can you hear it? It's really marbly. Like I think if you got a really nice creamy switch set, maybe not the matcha, something else, very, very marbly, really nice. One thing I also found about the matcha that was a little bit unfortunate was it's very difficult to open up. Using a switch over and it doesn't work. I had to actually individually open up each one to do it. But they sound really nice. They feel not too bad either. A little bit on their scratchier side, but still pretty smooth. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Like, what do you guys think of this keyboard? I would love to hear what you guys think, and of course hopefully I can do a lot more different builds, and I'm really thankful again to Akko for sending me this keyboard, and of course links available down below. I'm going to have it all in the description with the keycap set, the actual foam that I use, the kit, as well as the switches. So please let me know in the comments below what do you guys think, and I hope you guys will like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.